Because again, oh, Tapu Bulu, we've seen him a lot. Because in previous ones that we did, the base set doesn't have an A spec. Oh, Alolan the trio, the Beatles hanging out with their hair in the wind. I think has a pheasant. No, there's not a gold Pheasantipity. But we needed one other Pheasantipity to finish off all the Pheasantipities. Speaking of the Pheasantipities, guys. Oh my god. So we got a full art. Hey guys, Georgisaur here. You know what time it is. We got something special for y'all. We've been opening up and putting stuff against each other. Today, we got our referees here. These are going to be our cute referees. But we have a Pikachu and we have Ghastly. Because Ghastly doesn't really have any reference here. He is a ghost type. But the reason why we have him is because in Shrouded Fables, we can get the ghost types. Dusclops, Dusknoir, and Duskull. And our Pikachu for Surging Sparks. So we have ETB versus ETB. In total, 4 Shrouded Fable ETBs, 4 Surging Sparks ETBs. So putting those against each other, 9v9 in each round. Let's see what we get. So we have our first 9 Shrouded Fable here. We got God Arceus as our helper today because I wanted something neutral. So what's more neutral than God? But again, let's do Shrouded Fable 1. It's been a while, or probably not. If you've seen the channel, we did a lot of Shrouded Fable at some point. But 99 cards here, meaning maybe we have chances of getting even better stuff. Because in previous videos, we have gotten a lot of good Shrouded Fable stuff. And when I get to Surging Sparks, I'll do 1 slow and pick up the pace with the rest. So we can get this done for you. But Shrouded Fables 3 here are Kufant, Inkay, and Blood Moon. There's a lot of cards here that are used in the meta. So at least these give us cards to get for decks and to build stuff, help people out with trainers, blah, blah, blah. So that's what we're going for too. Dusknoir is one of those. But obviously, big one here is our boy Persian. Still first place here in this set. So we got a Persian. Knocked it out of the park. Because again, oh, Tapu Bulu. We've seen him a lot. So Tapu Bulu starting us off with our illustrations here. I'm going to put him throne. And again, we want our referees to be seen. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them right there. And starting us off with our Tapu Bulu as our trainer gallery. Well, I opened up some old packs and now I'm stuck with trainer gallery again. But our illustration rare. And I have seen him a lot. There's one point where we recorded and like 3 of him came out. So first one to go. And again, these are all ETBs. So basically, what we would have gotten shows up as either you could get an alt a lot, we could get an ultra in each one, we could get an illustration or 2 or 3, but you could also just get EXs out the wazoo. So got an EX and a illustration so far. 3 more to go with this one. It's our 3rd before we end. And then we'll compare with Surging Sparks. See how it turns out for us. Genesect, Decidueye, and Copperjaw. Because there are a lot of cards here that are pricey, but there are way more cards in Surging Sparks that are even pricier. So price-wise, anything that comes out, an A-Spec, anything that comes out in our Shrouded Fable could get destroyed by just 1 card from Surging Sparks. So probably not best to compare prices unless super necessary. But on here on our last pack, see how it turns out for this ETB. Not a bad start. EX, A-Spec, and an illustration. And that's how it ends. And straight into Surging Sparks. First one, a little slow, and the rest, pick up the pace, because we've also seen a good amount of Surging Sparks here too. Execute, Cosform, Mesprit, our little worm, Passimian, Culber, Whalrine, Swablu, Clobopus, and Terrapagos. And we go straight to the other ones, see how this one turns out. I know I think there's a Clobopus in this set. That's an illustration rare. That'd be a nice one to get. Like how the art is very cartoony and you see different types of Clobopus doing different stuff, so be a nice one to get there. I'm pretty sure that's in this set. If not, you saw right there on the text that I said it doesn't come here, but keep it going forward either way. Right now, that's 3 already, and so far, nothing to compete. Our Gouging Fire and our Zarude, because again, we could get nothing. It's not 0% likely in our ETB, but obviously it's not what we try to think about. Got our Zangoose, Callbell, and our Cerulege. Our EX is going to be our starting point there, but I'm just going to leave him because nothing really worth putting on the throne. Let's keep it just going straight on with this. And already 4 packs left after this bad boy. Fluttermane, Glamora, and Eternatus. Love saying that one's name, the Natus. This reminds me of rednecks, so I like saying like that. Our Eternatus boy. And our 3 in the back. Oranguru, Larvesta, and Togekiss. And now we are down to our last 3 here. So in this third of the box, let's see if anything worthwhile comes out, because right now, all we got is EX versus EX. Cyrano and Zarude. Here, they both have A-Specs, so here we can compete A-Spec versus A-Spec, because in previous ones that we did, their base set doesn't have an A-Spec. Oh, Alolan the Trio, the Beatles hanging out with their hair in the wind. And that will be our first throne as well here for the Surging Sparks cards. Move this Cerulege to the edge. But our Alolan Doug Trio is right there, having their hair swing in the wind. But our last pack, let's see how it goes. Because right now, we got an A-Spec, which we won't. They would go against each other, and basically I think we would say that this would go against each other. Let's see. So like we said, guys, unless we needed to, we wouldn't look at price, but we're giving this one to Doug Trio. Price wise, all of these put together beats out our Shrouded Fable. So first round goes to Surging Sparks. Now keep it going straight into our next 9 of Shrouded Fables. See how this one goes for us. Got our Galvantula and our Zoroark. At least the cool thing about these is those reverses have that little design in them. They look cool, but again, this is a special set, 99 card set. Our boosters, another laser, our Inkay and our Blood Moon. So again, these are all ETBs, so we can, and probably, like you just saw, we will be getting a lot of repeats. So at that point, I'm probably going to count EXs and A-Specs, unless if it's the big boy, together. And there's our 3. Got our Kufant, Sneasel, and Zoroark. Flying through these, because we just want to see the matchup at the end of each. Another A-Spec, Neutralization Zone. Oh, good one to get. One of the top cards. It's in the 9s. Well, let me check for you so we can tell you exactly which one. But another A-Spec, and then it is an illustration rare, but it is one of the biggest cards in the set right now. So it's definitely taking the throne. So right there is number 6. Duskull is the number 6 card of the set, meaning Doug Trio probably already got taken out, but this is just round 2. So when we get to our surging, we're going to compare, obviously, the cards that we get in the second round, not the cards that we have right now. So right now, 2 ace specs and an illustration rare came out in this bad boy. So still a lot of possibilities. Fracture and Haxorus, because we still have 3 more packs to go. And it's not unlikely to get 2 ace specs in an ETB. Not unheard of, at least. Oh my god, look at that corner. Hopefully it's nothing big, because if it is, that's sad. Cresselia, Zubat, and good, that's fine. Bahapu Bulu. But that corner was destroyed for some reason. Probably in the cutting process. There's our code. And our 3. Usually happens to the last card for some reason too. So, okie dokie. Another EX. Well, not another EX. It's our first EX of this box. And let's see what we get in this last boy to see our comparison for Surging Sparks, what it will need to go up against. There's our 3. Got our Varum, Blood Moon, and Dusk Noir. Moving straight on to our Surging Sparks to see what this ETB gives us. There's our code. And there's our 3. Got our Togekiss, Graphia, and a Tapu Lele. Forgot Graphia was even in this set. So, there's again stuff that you just forget that you've been opening a lot of. Sometimes you don't even see the normal cards, let alone the big cards. So, I just totally didn't remember Graphia was in here. It's that monkey that looks like a lemur, and it's a spray painting monkey. So, that one came out here. Swablu, Charcadet, and Robska. Gonna keep running through because we already got 3 down with this one. And still nothing. Highly likely in an ETB. There's our A-Spec, Energy Search Pro, and then the other 2. But got an A-Spec versus an A-Spec down right there. Just keep going through it. Next one. And our code with our 3. A Quaquaval, Gravity Mountain, and a Cophagrius, or Cophagrius. There's always one Pokemon in these videos that I'm just like, how should I pronounce it? But pretty sure it's Cophagrius because it has the G-I-U-S. Our Azelf, Charcadet, and Gouging. So far, only A-Spec. Pretty sad ETB at the moment. There's our code. And our 3. Zebstrika, Appleton, and another Cerulege. So there's our EX versus our EX with the Okidogi. Still another EX, or another A-Spec, and an EX again? I don't know, what really cool. Oh no, and an illustration where with a Duskull. Forgot about that. But already last 2 packs and has a lot to fight for. It's not really putting up that much of a fight unless here in our last pack we get something really good. I don't see much of a battle here in this second round. Azumarill, Caldwell, and Shrouded Fable takes this one. Let's see if these other 2 ETBs we can get the Dusclops and the Dusk Noir. That is the illustration, obviously, not just the regular ones. Because those are, I think Dusclops is the only one that's not in the top 9, but again, Duskull is a top 6 card. So if we get anything else in that top, very much winning in this set right now. Because so far, 1-1. Yveltal and Dusknoir. We could get very unlucky and also just not get much hits in these third ETBs on each. But again, it all depends the comparison. Oh, Pheasantipity, a good EX compared to the usual stuff. Very good EX to get. And it's sometimes a really hard card to get, so now that we're not searching for it, it decides to show up. But there's our code and our 3. Persian, Crobat, and Zorark. Right now we have our Pheasantipity EX as our only hit. Let's keep searching. Let's get a Pheasantipity full art and a Pheasantipity alt. Why not? All in one ETB. Got our Rowlet and our Copperjaw. Because there has been a time that we did get that. All we needed was the gold. I think has a pheasant. No, there's not a gold Pheasantipity. But we needed one other Pheasantipity to finish off all the Pheasantipitys. Speaking of the Pheasantipitys, guys. Oh my god. So we got a full art Pheasantipity. I need to speak this stuff in. I'm speaking this stuff into existence. Now we just need the alt Pheasantipity. And the illustration rare Pheasantipity. Probably not because that one's not useful. But still, one of the 3 Pheasantipitys. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's an alt. It's not the Pheasantipity that I was calling, but it's an alt nonetheless. So just because of rarity, I'll take down Duskull. But Pheasantipity, or Pecharunt, sorry, I wanted this to be a Pheasantipity. I would have called it so much. But got our Pecharunt alt. So right now, it definitely put up a fight with Surging to come up. We got an alt, we got a full art, and we got an EX. So let's see how this ends up turning with our last 2 packs here. We could get one more, and we got an A-Spec. So one more to go, and that'll be it for this one. 4 hits so far in this ETB. Definitely a good battle to take against Surging Sparks. And an EX again. So 5 hits in this ETB, 2 EXs, A-Spec, a full art, and a alt. So something big to go against. We got an alt. Now if we get that Pikachu, I don't think anything will take it down either way, but we can always hope that we get something like that. But let's see right now at the moment. 5 hits to beat. Got our Pikachu, not the one we wanted, but it's like this show is rubbing it in my face like, hey, I'm Pikachu, but I'm not the one you want. But we got a Pikachu EX to get out of our EXs. That's 1 EX down, another to go. There's our code. And our 3. We got Quaxwell, Zoelius, and Eternatus. Zoelius. Again, it's not 1, it's 2. Now you don't know how to pronounce. There's our code. And our 3. We have Stunfisk, Paldean-Tauros, and a Milotic full art. Very good full art. Going against our Pheasantipity full art. It's actually a pretty good battle there. But it's coming for it. It's coming for it. We have an A-Spec, an alt, and another EX to beat. So let's see how that turns out. If we get another alt, I ain't complaining. Let those alts fight it out. Got our Shiinotic, Duraludon, and Terrapagos. Keep it going to see if it can take down those 3 that are missing. Pretty hard battle to go. Got an A-Spec, an EX, and an alt to destroy. And we have 4 packs of Surging left, including this one. So there's our code. And here we go. Gimme Ghoul, Trapinch, and Cafagrius. So pretty tall order at the moment for what we've gotten. Again, Milotic's a good full art, but for everything it's against, there's still a lot left. Slacking, 2 full arts. So if we need to, we'll count this one as another hit for whatever we need. But right now, another full art. 2 full arts in the same ETB. So that's a good one. Not unlikely, because you can get trainer full arts as well, and those are just still full arts. One more after this bad boy. Got our Chin Pao, and unless we get something really big, Shrouded Fable took another. So let's see how this one goes. 3. And let's see if we get an alt to beat our alt. Tauros and a Durant. So definitely pretty sure our Shrouded Fable takes a second round. And for our last one, round 4, we're gonna go ahead and put these two against each other for one more time. See if we can get another alt. Why not? Or an ultra rare. Because there's our blender, another blender. Say another because I've seen this one in our recordings of today. So there's our brilliant blender. So another A spec. At least we're getting different types of A specs too, so that's good. There's our code. Let's check out our Houndour, Zubats, and Dusknoir. It's our last ETB, guys, so whatever we get, it's going to be our final 1v1. So see her turned on at the top. Another A-Spec, Yveltal and Tapu Bulu. We got our neutralization zone, so 2 A-Specs already. A-Specs are just coming here on the Shrouded. So that is something that does happen. We've opened up a lot of Shrouded Fables, and A-Specs are pretty common in the sense that they come out more than the bigger stuff, obviously. So there we go, our last 3. We got our Persian, Fracture, and Dusknoir. 3 down already. 2/3 of the box left. There's our Shrouded pack with our code and our back 3. Copperjaw, Horsey, and a full art, Colress's Tenacity. So I got 2 A-Specs and a full art. First trainer full art. I'll just put them right there. There are alts here for our Cassiopeia, so we could get an alt Cassiopeia as well. Let's see how that turns out. But we got our Hypno, Absol, and an EX Pecharon. So far 4 hits, but nothing big. So if we get anything big in Surging Sparks, I'll count that as a win for Surging, because right now, pretty sad showing with 2 A-Specs, a full art, and an EX. Inkay and Copperjaw. And our last third of the box, 3 packs to go in our ETB of Shrouded Fable in our 4th round. See how this ends. Iron Moth, Galvantula, and Zoroark. Nothing super big coming out at the moment, but we're talking about Pheasantipity when we got our Petron, so you know, we need to be talking about something else when we get something too. But let's see if another Pheasantipity can come out here in the last one. That would be a lot more than what we bargained for in our last pack. We got a Beware, Slitherwing, and Haxorus. So a full art, 2 A-Specs, and an EX. So if you counted it properly, I probably opened 10 packs, because this blender is not from Shrouded Fable, it's Surging Sparks. I went ahead and opened up a pack by accident thinking Shrouded Fable. Probably mixed up, I don't know. I just took it, but there's our first hit for Surging Sparks. So we had 1 A-Spec, a full art, and an EX for Shrouded Fable. Now we already got that A-Spec beating out the other A-Spec. Now we just need a full art and an EX, and that makes it a tied battle of 2v2. Skeldirge right there. I just kept going. That probably mixed it up and I didn't even realize. There's our code. And our 3. Got our Tapu Koko, Cyrano, and Palkia. And here is our code. See how it goes right now with Surging. Because if not, battle-wise, Shrouded Fable ends up beating it. Right now it's just an A spec. We need at least a full art and an EX to be able to tie and see if anything else comes out that'll beat it. There's our EX, our Flygon EX. So now we just need a full art and we're tied. So if it's a Pokemon or a trainer, it's gonna count towards our full art. There's our code. And our 3 Bruxish, Crocalor, and Gastrodon. And a third of the box left, guys. 3 packs. So if we get an illustration rare or anything like that, definitely beats out our full art. So let's see. Because again, we could just have those 2 as our hits. And there's our full art. Scovillian full art. Probably not the best full art to get, but hey, we've gotten only Pokemon full arts from Surging Sparks. We get anything else from here, it definitely beats out Shrouded Fable. There's our code. And our 3 Delmise, Glimmet, and Chanpal. And final pack. Take this one slow. No, we didn't in Shrouded Fable. This is the final pack of the video. So, let's see how it goes here. Got our Electrical Energy, Scatterbug, Buffalant, Feebas, Crocalor, Bruxish, Meddling Memo. Got our Appleton. Oh, we got an A-Spec, so probably a good one there. It ends up beating in quantities. So, last one, Surging Sparks, 2v2. Okay, guys, so we went ahead, ordered, organized, and put these in check. We ended up Surging Sparks, 13 hits. Shrouded Fable, 15 hits, so 15 ended up winning there. These are the hits we got in Surging Sparks. Our EXs here, bunch of the Rainbow EXs, or the Terra Crystal EXs. Pikachu best EX of those. Then our A specs, our Brilliant Blender. We got 3 full arts here, Scovillian, Slack King, and Milotic. And the best card from our Surging Sparks was our Alolan Dugtrio, guys. We only got 1 illustration from that, and that's the best one from those. But let's look at Shrouded Fable, our 99 card set. We ended up getting 15 cards in total, so amounts we got beat there with Shrouded Fable. And then they ended up tying in rounds, so 2v2. But here we got a bunch of A-Specs, our 2 lasers, our vitamin, and our 2 neutralization zones. But we got our full art of Colressus and our Pheasantipity. Our illustration rares, we got 2 of them, but the last one will be our second, because Tapu Bulu, our alt, is Petarant. And obviously, Duskull is at the end because it's one of the top cards, the card of the video, obviously. So that's been the video, guys. I've been Georgisaur. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. It really helps us out. Let's just keep doing this kind of stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.